I want to thank Shona for co-sponsoring this event. Thank you so much for the Sojourner Truth Heritage Museum. Yes. So please, if you have not had a chance to go visit the museum, please do. Are the doors open today? Yes. By any chance? Yes. And we're all accepting donations to keep the museum open and functioning, okay? It is my pleasure to welcome you. Welcome everyone here this afternoon. Chef Obed, thank you for coming to Sacramento. Chris, thank you so much for making it easy to work with to make this event happen. Thank you so much. Very kind, right on point. Love it. Thank you. And I do have an opening. I may need a personal assistant one day. Sabrina might be. So anyway, you may get a call. I do want to take a note. There are no breaks because we got to get Chef Bet and Chris at the airport at a certain time. So I'm going to let you know the restrooms. I don't know if you guys been here before, but you take a left and the bathroom is over here on the left for bathrooms. Please, also with your cell phones, turn them on to vibrate or off, whatever you prefer. And please, at the end, if I have to rush Chef Obed and Chris to the airport, please stay to the end because that'll be the time for community announcements. And if any businesses that you want the community to know about, that will be the time to, stand up and tell people about your business, okay, at the end of the event so we can network and share and support each other. And so now I'm going to bring Alicia forward to do for elaboration to honor our ancestors whose shoulders we stand on. It's Minister Alicia.
Even though our ancestors are big and mighty. Alicia Teasley from Will State Community Church. Greetings and welcome to you all. We are going to open up with libations, which is an honoring of our ancestors. Don't let anybody tell you that the things that we do is spookism or some type of evil thing. They want to make sure that you guys think that. But we're just honoring our ancestors, giving thanks for their lives, giving thanks for their stories, giving thanks for the inspiration that they have given to us. Like the times that we are having problems, we are suffering, and then our auntie's voice comes in our mind and says, "Girl, get up." That makes you like, okay, my auntie would always want me to just get up and just be strong and do what I need to do. She was gonna give me what I need to do, and that's what it is I'm gonna do. And then you say her name. That's the honoring of your ancestors. It's not anything different than the monuments that they build or the things that they tell us in school. So we want to honor our ancestors today. We want to connect with them today. We want to remember their names and say their names because that's how we keep their memories alive. Sure. That's how we kind of stay healthy up here, living through this life, is to connect with those people that connected with us while they were alive, as well as those that we may not have known in person, but we've heard their stories, like Sojourner Truth or Harriet Tubman. Every time I hear Harriet Tubman's name, I get strong because she had an ailment, but you know what? She kept going. She kept going. She fought for what she believed in, no matter what was the thing that was in her path, and she helped other people. And that's an inspiration to me because I right now don't really have any ailments. So with her with an ailment doing what she did, me without ailments, I can do that and more. So we want to just call out our ancestors' names. Think of the ones that were surrounding you. Think of ones that have inspired you. And then you just call their names. I would like to pour libation for a very inspirational person that is known worldwide. Robert Nesta Marley. Ashe, come and be with us. I would like to pour libation to Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Ashe, come and be with us. I would like to pour libation to a sister who was very influential in this community. She always had us doing things with each other, and her name was Sister Valerie Gaston. So I would like to open it up to you. Think of someone's name. Think of someone's name that was deep in your heart that has passed on. And I want you guys to call it out. Just start calling their names. Go ahead, start calling their names. Ashe, Ashe, can be with us. Yes, Ashe. Bring them in the room. Ashe, Ashe, can be with us. Yes, Ashe, can be with us. Yes, say their names. Ashe.
Armin Tariq.
Ashe, can be with us. Ashe, can be with us. Yes. Yes, yes. Ashe. And we would like to pour libation to our ancestors from the north. Ashe. We would like to pour libations to our ancestors from the south. Ashe, come be with us. We would like to pour libation to our ancestors from the east. Ashe, come and be with us. We would like to pour libations to our ancestors from the west. Ashe, come and be with us. And we want to say a collective, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
And Aisha is the proud mother of 9 children.
Okay, I get the honor of introducing our guest speaker. Of course, I asked for the honor. And I have 5 minutes. It could go on for 25, but I'm gonna do it in 5 or less. They say there's no accidents, and I do believe that. So I've dismissed the fact that it was an accident when I stumbled up on a YouTube, this sister being interviewed. I was watching other health-related stuff, and I didn't change the channel, I just let it go. I was cooking in the kitchen, and the sister was being interviewed. I said, who is this sister? Fitness girl. They said at that time, I think that interview said she did 70 push-ups on her 70th birthday. I was like, what? That got my attention. You guys know I'm fitness. But I probably can't do 10 right now, but I'm going to. Anyway, and she owned a restaurant called a vegan restaurant, so that got my attention too. And there was starting to be so many commonalities. And one day I hope to sit down with her alone so we could go through it. But I just saw so many commonalities. Everybody knows me, knows I'm in fitness. And then just the journey, our life's journeys, leaving physically abusive relationships or bondage. And I went through the drug scene and all that. And then I decided to move my life forward. And at age 39, I changed my lifestyle. Well, she changed her lifestyle at 40. I said, okay. And I hope I'm getting this right too. She's 40 years old, she changed her lifestyle. And then went on to open this restaurant. And there's just so much to her story that she's gonna bring. And I saw that she's been on Steve Harvey's show, and Tamron Hall, and some of the others, and I kept on going. I was on a roll that night, and she was on the Tamron Hall show for her 72nd birthday. She said, I think I'm gonna do 75 push-ups, and the whole audience witnessed her doing 100. Did I get that right? 100. Okay. I said, that did it. I gotta meet this woman. Even if she was in New York, it turns out she was in Inglewood. So I called my sister. I said, I'm coming down there. My sister lives in Southern Cal. We're gonna go to Chef Babette's restaurant. And then it turned into her, my niece from Texas, my other niece from Santa Barbara, my girlfriend from Long Beach. She said, I'll meet you guys there. And I took a little group and we met her. And it was a phenomenal day. And visit, and I said, we gotta bring you, that's not working. We gotta bring you, can you hear me? Yes. I said, we gotta bring you to Sacramento. I got back and called Bobby, because I'm not in charge of African Americans for Balanced Health. I'm co-founder. But I said, you guys gotta bring her. And so I just thank Bobby and the committee for planning and coordinating this to bring this phenomenal woman. I am truly an admirer of hers. I admire her dedication, her commitment, and all the work that she does, and her physique. And I aspire to be just like her when I grow up. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you someone who will come and drop some nuggets, not only about our physical health, but holistically speaking. She has come to continue spreading love, joy, and inspiration to the world and to us. I want to introduce to you the owner of the tasty and delicious restaurant, Stuff I Eat in Inglewood, California. Bring to the stage, and let's put our hands together for Miss Chef Babette Davis. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Damn, I was like, they talking about me. That was some good stuff. I know, you know what? My manager just said, you know how you do that when you got lipstick all over your teeth? Why you didn't bring me a piece of paper? Is it all? You sure? Everybody get up. Up. Join hands. All right. Hey, we can connect over here. Come.
She said join hands.
We all good?
All good.
All right. This gift that I bring to you today is a gift of love. Okay? I just wanted the energy, I wanted us to connect, just to feel the energy of one another and know that we're all going to walk away blessed today, even me. All right?
All right.
Love y'all. All right. So they said they want me to sit down in a little chair. I don't know if somebody's supposed to be sitting by me or I'm just sitting by myself in a little chair up here with a pillow. I just don't want to sit by myself. When you got somebody else up here with you. And then when I feel like getting up, I just get up. That's right. Y'all good? Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to explain to you that the words that she said was just amazing. Beautiful. Really beautiful. That person got to be pretty special. But more than anything, I just want to let you all know that I am not running 100%. I am you. You understand? I am you. I have been on the planet in this human form. It will be 73 years, December 7th. That's my birthday. And yes, for my 72nd birthday, I did 100 push-ups in the restaurant in front of my customers because I always challenge myself. And that's how I continue to love self. I watched my mother starting at age 45 begin to deteriorate, if you will. Before it was over, she had double knee replacement, breast cancer. I watched her journey, and I knew that I did not want to experience a similar journey. I believe in the intelligence that has gifted each and every one of us to experience the human journey. It is a gift. So when you pick up your books, your Bibles, and you talk about how grateful you are, I want you to keep one thing in mind. Actions speak much louder than words. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Do I need this? My point is, you can say that you are grateful for your life and you are grateful to God for all. But if you do not
treat you like you are, then ask yourself, am I being honest? Just because I got this book in my hand and I'm supposed to say I appreciate and I'm grateful, am I really grateful? I am grateful. But I'm not running 100. So there are times that I got to look in the mirror also and say to myself, you could have done better than that. You could have loved you a little bit more. We are created in and of love on this planet, period. And you individually are number one in your human journey. Not your daughter, not your husband. You are number one. Self-love and self-care is everything. Lord have mercy. I know when my mama went down on the floor, she wanted to get back up, but she couldn't. How many of you go down and can't get back up? How many of you? Anything that is, listen, makes me want to cry because there's so much that we've been gifted, so much. We are all God in expression. That's all. We're just God in expression. And every single time I learn anything, it is my responsibility to share it because that is my light. That is the gift. I started off at age 5 years old being raped by a total stranger that came into our home. It was the babysitter's son. He came up to me, and I know I was 5 because my little sister was in the crib in the room across the hall, and I'm 5 years older than her. So this stranger comes into my room, does what he has to do. I never tell a soul until I'm an adult. That person too becomes a spiritual guide. My mother's husband molested me constantly. He too is a spiritual guide. I was on crack cocaine, crawling around on the floor looking for crack rocks. I did that. But that too spiritually guided me. This whole thing is nothing more than a human experience. That's all it is. We could give up, but like my mama used to say, the darkest hours are just before dawn. Don't give up. I did not give up. I've been cold cocked. I've been picked up and body slammed. I've had a man run my head through a wall, but I did not give up. He too, they too became spiritual guides. They're all guides. I am living the best life right now, right this second, that I could ever have lived. Going through all of that, and I'm still on top of the world right now. Just, you understand what I'm saying? I could have been someplace in a corner, woe is me, just upset, all that happened to me. It's part of the journey. We all have it. We all go through it. Sometimes my husband get on my nerves so bad. Look. Me and my husband have been married since 1992. I met him in 1990. Had it not been for that man, I wouldn't have started working out. The first date, he took me to Griffith Park, and he ran the entire, it's 1,650 feet straight up, and he running the whole thing backwards. And I'm thinking to myself, something's wrong with this man. I don't know why this man running this whole thing backwards. And I'm asking him how many more inclines, because I'm walking. I'm thinking, this ain't making no sense to me. How you gonna bring somebody on the first date and torture them? After that, I looked at this man and I thought to myself, if this man can run this entire hill backwards, one day I'm going to be able to run this hill, maybe at a walker's pace, but in a running mode. And anytime you take me to that hill, I can do that today. After that, after the workout, he takes me to his house. He lives in like a little cottage, and he makes my very first vegan meal. He had tofu, some kind of wheat cracked bread, and some basmati brown rice. I was still eating my Uncle Ben's, basmati brown. I was like, all right. He had a salad. Everything was all clean, some string beans. I was like, okay. I kept calling the tofu chicken. I was like, can I have some more chicken? He was like, this is not chicken, this is tofu. I was like, all right. But I didn't have the indigestion. I used to eat so poorly that I kept acid reflux. Have y'all ever thought about the fact that we are the only species on the planet that has to medicate ourselves after we eat because we don't know how to eat? I'm going to talk to y'all about that acid reflux too. But he gave me 2 books. Fit for Life, please write it down, by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. Fit for Life is going to teach you how not to have the acid reflux. We had an amazing meal they prepared for us today, but they had a big old fruit platter with all the other food. Now, if I'd have eaten them grapes and all that stuff that was on the fruit platter, I'd be belching up here right now. So he gave me Fit for Life, volumes 1 and 2, and the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. You understand, it does not matter about what you call the disease. We're just overloaded with inflammation. We're just mucused up. And I read those books and I knew, but before reading the books, just eating that meal, I said, I don't think I'm getting ready to eat the way I used to eat anymore. That was in 1990, y'all. It is 2024 almost. And I am still on the path and still learning. I don't know it all. I've discovered YouTube. Yeah, I'm 73, I discovered YouTube, but let me tell you what I'm watching on YouTube. Every documentary that teaches me what these people are doing with the food we're ingesting. Now, I could be watching, hey. I don't know how to do that. I wish I knew how to do that. I was in Jamaica and they was like, I tried to do it and it was like, you look like you having a fit. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, but let me tell y'all something. They are doing some stuff with our food right now. Y'all, look. Money talk, bullshit walk. And every dime they make, they ain't just making money, they making us sick. But you know who all getting rich? The pharmaceutical companies getting rich. Pharmaceutical companies run the whole medical field. But baby, this animal agriculture, because really and truly, if in the real world, I really wouldn't care what y'all eat. I don't know you. Eat whatever you want to eat. We all come from all over the planet. Eat what you want to eat. But your decisions begin to affect the whole. Do you understand what I mean by the whole? We are one in this, y'all. We are not separated. I don't care about no complexions. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that the only home that you know, unless you don't come from outer space, and I don't know why you up in here, but the only home that we know is this planet. Right now, this planet is in the process of purging humans who are supposed to be the stewards of the planet. But all humans can think about is how much money I'm going to make, how powerful am I going to be, and I want it all for me. And the heck with everybody else. So our decisions affect the whole, y'all. So look, I did an interview for Jillian Berry. I don't know if you know Jillian. She's a raw foodist and she's into juicing. Did an interview with me. She has a podcast. And she took something I said out of context, but I meant it. I said, we do not have the gear to jump on top of a cow and tear it apart with our teeth and eat it on the spot. Well, every carnivore on the planet found that clip. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and especially when it got to shut up, little nigga. That's when I said, no, you didn't call me that. I was like, now this is getting dangerous. This is not funny. They took me back to prehistoric times. We invented tools. You ain't got to eat it now. It's not sustainable. I'm talking to all of y'all, even y'all that eat it. The way that they're feeding cows, chickens, pigs, fish. Don't talk to me about, I just eat salmon. Wild caught. No, you don't know what you eating because you ain't raised that salmon. But what they're feeding them, all the antibiotics, all the poison, they feeding cows soy. And then they come into the restaurant. I don't eat no tofu, I don't eat no soy. I be like, you eat chicken? Yeah. But then you eating soy. They're feeding cow soy, fish soy, chicken soy, pig soy. And what they're doing is they're tearing down forests. You know how important forests are? Do you really know how important our forests are? They are destroying forests so that they can have more grazing land for cows and to be able to plant more soy to feed these animals. And that's not, oh my God. Please, I want all of you to write this down. You got to watch the documentary, Eating Our Way to Extinction. Eating Our Way to Extinction. Please watch this doc. And if you still want to eat that stuff, okay. We're on the verge of extinction, and that's true. Besides the wars that we're fighting amongst ourselves, we just don't like each other for so many different reasons. I mean, just odd, but let's just blow up the whole town. Let's blow up everything. Sad state of affairs to me right now, but as it pertains to us and our responsibility, you first take care of you. And then what you ingest begins with the self-love and the self-care. Don't make excuses. Don't be a smart aleck. Please don't. Because it's useless. Useless. We got way too much diabetes, y'all. Why you think? Way too much heart disease. Why you think? Come on now. When we was over in Africa doing it the way we did it, we didn't have no diabetes. We didn't have no heart disease. We didn't have all of that. When we were back there, the kings and queens that knew really how to nourish themselves, they wasn't sick with all of that. Yeah, they were fit. They were fit. And then it just seems like wherever you go, those that have the money, they begin to start eating the weird kind of way. And then the next thing you know, they winding up with the diseases and all this kind of stuff. We don't have to be sick like this. We are the mamas and papas of civilization. We brought knowledge to this planet. Don't you ever forget it. Ain't no white man nowhere made you. it all started with us. Sorry, boo. It all started right in Mother Africa. We are all related. Just my baby here.
Now I'm going to be red.
But really, I just really want us to understand how wonderful knowledge is. It's powerful. It's what we need to pass on to our youth. You know what I'm saying? You said something in the car today that I love. They will be the change for us. Yes. They will be the change for us, but we have to get it started. We have to motivate them. And we have to understand that ain't nobody gonna do it but us. We have to do it because they're not teaching us anything in school. They lie to us. They don't even want us to know Black history anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So of course they ain't gonna try. If I didn't come up here and talk to you about my self journey and I was trying to act like a scientist or something, they'd be trying to hook me up with handcuffs and stuff to take me up out of here. But I share my life with you. I share my journey with you. Can't nobody tell me nothing about my life. I lived this. This is my journey. So I choose to share what I do with all of you. But they don't want anybody to know anything. So if you don't seek the information, then come on, they got YouTube now. You can sit up instead of watching MSNBC. You know, my manager will tell you, I get home and MSNBC be on watching me. But they talk about the same thing over and over. It's corporate media. They're going to tell me what they want me to know, and they're going to leave the other stuff out. So if I want to educate myself and know anything that's going to bring me up, raise me up, help me to continue to grow, I have to seek the information for myself. And I have to live my life a certain way. When I get up in the morning, sometimes I go to bed around 6 in the evening, but I'm 73. So what? Sometimes I go to bed so early, I wake up at 10 thinking it's time to get up. Look, I be like, well, oh, what? Look, the phone be on the bed. I said, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock a.m. Did I oversleep? But when I wake up, if I get up like 1:30, 2, I'm up. It's usually a bathroom run, which is good. I'm eliminating on time every day. That's important, y'all. I remember a time I was so constipated I had to try to dig it out of me. That ain't funny. That's painful. And then go to a doctor and they tell you, go 2-3 times a week, that's all right. Okay, so for everybody that's in church today, if you shit every day, if you eat every day, you're supposed to shit every day. Please, don't be fooled. And don't get hooked on laxatives. Eat the kind of food that's going to go through you, not clog your arteries. Because let me tell you what's going to happen with clogged arteries. Either you're going to have a heart attack, a stroke, or your thing ain't going to work. You saw that? He was like, nah!
My condolences.
You know it's real. We will pay the consequence. So you have to know what you should be eating. Like I said, Fit for Life is going to show you how to combine your food. Did you know that there were different types of fruit? You have acid fruit. You have subacid fruit. You have sweet fruit. You have melons. Well, every party we go to where it's a barbecue, Auntie done fixed this big old fruit bowl, scooped it out with melon. Remember the melon scoops? Have every fruit on the planet in that one bowl. All that fruit should not be ingested together. And it certainly shouldn't be eaten after you eat that barbecue cow butt. Well, is it cow butt or is ribs? Oh, it's ribs. Pork butt? Okay, so pork butt. But I was someplace else, Christian. Now you sitting here, yeah, but you sitting here, keep me on point. You know I just will skip all over the place. I'm all right? Because you done forgot what else I said before I went off on that. Ah! Anyway, we have to know what we're supposed to ingest. So I get up in the morning, I get myself together. I usually get to the gym now around 5 in the morning. And so I'm going to get on a spin bike for an hour. And then I work out with a trainer for another hour. So I get to stuff I eat at around 7, and I prep all the food. Now, I have access to a big industrial juicer. And all the stuff that I make this, my favorite drink, write it down, cilantro, ginger, ooh, and I like it hot with ginger, lemons, and if y'all with Dr. Sabi, limes, I'm still eating lemons, and apples, green apples. And I do not like that juice that tastes like wheatgrass. No, I want mine palatable. So I make sure I put enough apples in there so I can still say, honey, I had my green drink today. It be like, tastes like green Kool-Aid, but them apples be hooking me up. But that's how I start my day, with a juice. And then I get through with everything else. And I normally only eat about 1 meal a day, unless I'm going over to Chris's and we're gonna do a video and then he loads me up with something to eat. But otherwise, I make a handful of nuts a meal. I'm not sitting down to monstrous plates of food. What I need more than all of that bulk is nutrients. At 73 years old, I need nutrition, and so do each and every one of you. Can you actually sit and think about what you eat on a daily? Can you tell me that you're actually getting the nutrients you need? Do you realize that when you cooked your food to temperatures over 115 degrees Fahrenheit, you have just murdered the life in that food? Now, y'all know all we do is eat cooked food. Now, come on. And if that's all you eating is cooked food, where are you getting the nutrients? Ask yourself that question. Am I getting enough nutrition? Also, wake up. Okay. Also, movement. Movement is extremely important. If you have not been moving, please don't go out there on the asphalt and call yourself a runner. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is not smart. Cement does not give. Okay? And if you ain't been running, them knees is gonna be like, really? No, serious. Knees will give you a fit. As a matter of fact, I was in Columbus, Ohio for celebrating my husband's 75th birthday, and we were up on the 4th floor, so we decide we gonna take the stairs up and down. And this knee said, really? That's what you're gonna do every day, back and forth, up and down? I've been dealing with this knee ever since I came from Columbus, Ohio. And that's just going upstairs at 73 years old. So if you feel them knees, take care of these knees, because I gotta be able to do my squats. You understand what I'm saying? And the knees will limit you. So yeah, it's just about understanding who you are, and what it is you need to nourish yourselves physically and emotionally. There have been times that I cried the other day. My husband and I, sometimes we just, but you know what? When I go through this thing with him, I also have to look at me. I know him. He been the same one. He cussed on the first date. Now y'all know, come on sisters, y'all know you like, ooh. How we look at him? Ooh. He cussed on the first date? After he took me up that damn hill. It was like, I don't know if he liked me or not. But that stood out. You see, I'm still talking about it. But I still made the choice to embrace him, and he become my husband since I met him in 90. It's 92. How many years is this? We've been together a long time. But you know, sometimes I still clock him. But the bottom.
I'm scared.
No. What was I gonna say, Chris?
He's still clocking.
I said it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, you know what it is? Can't nobody do nothing to you unless you let them. And that's still my lesson. I'm still learning. I mean, I play the blame game too. I be like, he is just, I don't know why you always got to. But I don't have to be a part of that. I choose to be a part of it. And if we squabble and we go back and forth, it really don't have nothing to do with him. It's really all on me. And you know what it all goes back to? Self-love and self-care. All right? So I constantly, and I guess the intelligence pushes me into that to make me go through it so that I can finally get to a point where I no longer shed a tear over someone else's words. And we do that way too much. We give value to what somebody else is saying about us, even when we're supposed to know ourselves. Is that correct? And we still give me, and you know what she said to me? But I know me. Is that you, Babette? No, it's not me. But then why are you allowing that to affect you the way that you're allowing it to affect you? So yes, I might shed a tear, but it's all about me growing up at 73 years old and learning to just love me. And what you put out is exactly what you get back. So, I don't know. Have I been talking long enough? I mean, you know, somebody want to talk to me? Somebody want to ask me a question or something?
2:58, okay, because
Yeah.
1:30 we're running to the airport.
Okay, but can I sit now?
Yeah, you can sit.
Okay,
The question that I want to ask first is, thank you, you are gorgeous.
thank you.
I'm near my 65th birthday.
Happy
and
birthday.
I'm embracing what you're describing. I've been doing it for about 40 years. What is your expectation for your life in terms of your lifespan? Like,
Oh, that's such a good question.
120, 180, 240, what do you think?
That is such a good question. Thank you. To me, quality outweighs longevity. I have a girlfriend that just transitioned. She got a spinal cord surgery and wound up a quadriplegic. Now, this is a lady that had one of the most beautiful homes, gardens. She did it all herself, swam every day in her backyard. Just sharp, sharp sister. Just loved her. I mean, this sister would never let me hang out in another time. Like if I was coming over to her house and maybe me and Rondo had one of them little, and I said, girl, I'm late because you know what she was saying? And I'm gonna say this because she said it. I'm only gonna say what she said. She would say, shut the fuck up and come in here and look at these flowers I just picked. She was like, I'm not interested in going back there with you. We are gonna miss our time right now by you talking about that. You already did that? I don't wanna know. This lady made her transition because somebody else didn't know what they were doing. Wow. But guess what she said? She was 83, and she said, you know what? It's been 2 years. I'm laying flat on my back. Let's plan my memorial service because I'm out. She wanted quality. She could have laid there for some more years. She chose not to. So for me, quality is everything. And if I'm in control of my quality, I'll take that. Now, hey, I'm 73. 73 and what is 100? Count it up. Go on, tell me. Tell me the number. Go on, tell me. My husband is 75, 25 years. He's 100. You can count it just like that. But if it don't work out that way, I just want to be the best me that I can be for every second, not year, every second I have guaranteed to me. Because guess what? There's nothing better than the now. Nothing better than the now. Remo C used to say, yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is an IOU. All you got is right here, right now. Our hearts beat 1 second and flatline the next. So give me quality. Yes.
I tried to go vegan and I was 144 pounds and I lost 25 pounds and I want my stuff back.
You better get on some muscle, you working out, you lifting, you doing anything that's creating muscle.
Around a lot, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the gym. I'm talking about in the gym. You get down. You do. No, but so.
She got to build muscle. Go ahead, girl, give it to
Cause
her.
it is just about a little.
Give it to her.
Let's see if we can do this here. Let's see. Okay, what I'm doing. Okay, all right, wait. And don't have no help getting up. Just get your ass up. What's the, huh? You look good though. Maybe the human body knows where you're supposed to be. And maybe you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
The body's very smart.
Yes. Yeah, baby.
So when you were going through your journey from meat-based into veganism, did you have lots of back and forth?
No.
You did not?
No.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Once I made up my mind, I started learning, studying. I started understanding why I did not need to ingest death. Death begets death. Life begets life. I don't need to eat another animal's carcass to nourish myself. As you can see, I don't need that. I can eat fresh fruit, nuts, grains, and get sunshine. I don't even take a whole bunch of supplements. I'm not the supplement queen. I get my nourishment from the food that I ingest, and I try to eat as much life as I possibly can. It's not to say my restaurant has a transitional menu, so that means most of the food in there is cooked. But I'm in a community where people are heavy meat eaters. So when they walk into stuff I eat, they want to be familiar. You know what I mean? Their palates need familiarity for them to even try it out. So no, I don't need all the death. I'd rather have me some life. Yeah. Anybody else? Oh, yes.
Do you have a garden?
Girl, let me tell you. That is the favorite thing that I do. We had a house one time and I had a beautiful garden. I had watermelons in LA growing in my zucchini was big as Chris' leg. Big old giant zucchini. I love it. So I have a plan. I'm kind of thinking about rolling to Ohio and getting myself some property that's less expensive than what I can find in LA. And I'll have land. And that's the main thing I'm going to do.
Well, I have a little garden, but I'm really not good at it. So
You're not.
I was wondering if you had some,
You know what, sweetheart? When I had my garden, the owners of the house already had the boxes and the dirt and soil, everything. I just got seeds and started planting them, and I just gave it so much love until it worked. But I'm not an expert gardener, but I'm a gardener, period. Yes,
I just want to say, I know of a gardener here in the community.
yeah, help her.
That would help. As a matter of fact, she's in the room, right there. She's a master gardener, and right here. Raise your hand, Angela.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
she's a gardener, so maybe you guys can connect.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, so there's people, you need to.
You 70, you're gorgeous. At 50, how old? I was 40. Yeah, right on, right on. Anybody else? I did good. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's Sabrina had a question too.
Yeah, I was listening to your drink, your morning drink.
Mhm.
So I did add the cilantro to my apple ginger, and I put also cucumber, but that cilantro made it really, really good.
Isn't it good?
Yeah, how much cilantro do you?
Well,
add and
I
how
usually
much
use a
do
few
you
bunches, and 32 ounces. 32 ounce, yeah.
Okay, you use,
But I'm usually,
drink all that in the morning?
I'm usually making about 64 ounces because I make Ron a drink as well. But it's the 32 ounce
so
jars.
2 bunches is for 6.
Well, no, sometimes I use 4 bunches. I'm in a restaurant and I got all the product I need. So, it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay,
Got
you
it?
drink that 32 in the
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't make my drink.
Yes.
Okay, this tastes good though. I tried this.
Every one of us have to eat. That's just life. So, the weaponization of food and African American women, can you speak to that?
Yeah.
Because, after you raised the children, did what you have to do to end up just being alone, with a healthy body,
Right.
the effects of that.
Well, this is what I believe in. It's not just women. It's all of us. Ignorance kind of keeps you stuck because when you don't know something, you don't realize you need to know it, and that's unfortunate for all of us. I have so many friends. Come on, I'm 73 years old. I got friends that I went to school with, and so many people ill, especially the whole diabetes thing. And it's just amazing to me. They look at my journey, but they're still challenged with doing their own thing the right way, or even learning why they should. Why are you my age right now and you know what I've been doing and you don't ever try to figure out what you should be doing? All of it is on us. It's all on us. I don't care who's out there making money off of garbage and trash. I don't eat it. I am my responsibility. I can't blame nobody else. You out there making that money, you sell it to somebody that is ignorant and don't know any better. No, thank you. I care not to ingest it. Snoop Dogg got a brand new cereal out for children. I went on his page, it was a little girl, and I like your cereal, Snoop Dogg. If you turn that box of cereal over, just Google it yourself. What are the ingredients in Snoop Dogg's breakfast cereal? Just do it yourself. So many words you can't, not even just the sugar. Refined sugar is poison. High fructose corn syrup is poison. Dyes are cancer causing. And then you got a whole bunch of words you can't even pronounce. I don't know why we choose to eat words that you can't even pronounce. I know that an apple is an apple. A potato is a potato. But I don't know all multi, mika, rika, juka, jaka, big, zang, silicone, sala, wuga. It's like, what is it? How do you know what you are ingesting and giving to your children? Don't let that baby tell Snoop Dogg, I like your cereal. Cut Snoop Dogg out. So, baby, I can only say it is our responsibility to know what you are feeding you. You number one. You are number one, queen. So can't nobody do it for you.
Can I add to what you just
Please, Ed. You gonna beat Snoop Dogg up? No.
To elaborate, if a person really wants to know what to do, it's all over the YouTube.
It sure
All you
is.
have to do is say, what do I eat? What's nutritious and good for, whatever words, keyword, at age, whatever, if you want to do it.
It's
It
true.
doesn't matter what age, but you can type in anything. What if I have fibroids? How can I naturally address fibroids? How can I naturally, it's all there. When I changed my lifestyle, now a lot of people in here know I'm partially sighted. I don't say partially blind, I do the positive, partially sighted, and I'm reclaiming my wellness.
Yes.
But at 39, I was on 3 different meds. How many would I be on now at 66? Okay. But I chose to. So I say the partially sighted because I couldn't read the words on the books. They didn't have YouTube then. I paid somebody to read these books into a recorder for me so I could learn. Colon Health by Norman Walker. Arnold Eric's book, Mucusless Diet. Fit for Life.
There's no excuse.
Yes, I had somebody, because how do I change? I don't know what to do. Bobby inspired me. She did it first. I said, well, my skin was so bad. I feel her skin cleared up, and she lost weight. I was 50 pounds overweight. I was dieting all the time. I said, how can I can tell whatever she did, instinctively I knew I needed to.
I couldn't get rid of her.
Okay?
She's awesome.
And I was following her. She didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
And after that, we co-founded African American
Yes.
together in '96.
Wow.
So we wanted to do it. Now, most of the people, like she said, my friends, they look at me, oh, but that's such a discipline. No, I love the way I eat. I'm not going back to that. Now, at first I said, well, I could do it for 2 months. Kentucky Fried Chicken ain't gonna grow no wings and survive off this planet. It's already there. I'm gonna try this. But within 2 months, all my medications dropped. Fibroid went down, all that stuff. I said, I'm never going back to that. And so I made the decision, and I'm a role model for my nieces and nephews. Now, why half my family don't? They rather be, walking with canes and can't get up, and I still dance to the floor, get up. But they look at me like a deer in headlights, and walk away.
I have a question.
But she did have her hand up.
No, that's fine.
But did I answer your question?
I wanted to ask you about like water and transitional food. Like I'm a cancer survivor and I didn't eat for 3 months and I was the healthiest I ever was. I thought I was dying when COVID came. I was like, you know what, I can eat some bread, I can have some of this, so I'm back at it. But anyway, can you speak to like water and the Impossible Burgers and stuff like that? Because even though when people think they eating healthy, that's not really
Right.
healthy.
Well, there are a lot of very, very unhealthy, quote unquote, vegans. I mean, you have they eat processed food, garbage. So, and they show it. But I just learned something when I just did a talk in Jamaica, and this brother was sharing with me about cleansing. Now, I fell in love. I don't know how many of you are hip to the Master Cleanse, the lemonade, the cayenne pepper, and the maple syrup. And I was talking to him, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna go on a cleanse, because I try to fast 3-4 times a year. And usually I'm either doing the Master Cleanse or some type of a juice cleanse or something like that. And he said to me, then you're not really cleansing. You still eating sugar. I was like, excuse me? I've been doing this for years. He said, why not just water? That is what you are, water. So I am going to do some more of my own research, and I may be transitioning in terms of the way that I cleanse to just doing water fast instead of doing the master cleanse. Now, I enjoyed the master cleanse because I felt like the cayenne pepper, like when I was on it by day 6, I could smell everything. You know what I mean? All the inflammation is going away. That's just cayenne pepper kind of helps get rid of the inflammation. I've never really done a long water fast.
And the type of water.
Yeah, and the type of water, yeah. Well, come on now, our water thing, that's another joke now. Come on now. What done happened to why is all the water in plastic bottles? Why all the water? Why all the water in plastic bottles? Where is the water? Anyway, yeah, so they got all kinds of, but I'm going to do my own research. I will share, definitely, via post. But I am going to begin a cleanse shortly, and it will this time be some type of a water cleanse. Yes, sis.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it was a few other hands up before me.
Oh.
I just put the line up there.
Yeah, baby.
It kind of piggyback off what the last sister said.
Uh-huh.
Veggie back? Like, did you? Oh, sorry.
Veggie bag, I like it.
Did you ever struggle with sugar addiction?
Ooh!
Because I've been vegan. It'll be
Ooh!
next month, and I'm like,
Girl.
what am I going to look like? Like
Girl.
maybe next year?
Listen. My mother's spaghetti sauce was so sweet, we drink it with milk. My mother put sugar in everything. And I did ask her, why do you put sugar in all the food? She goes, they were sharecroppers. She was born in 1916. She said, when we grew our food, the vegetables were sweet. These vegetables don't taste like that. So I add a little sugar to give you guys a similar experience in terms of, but she just, the Kool-Aid girl, it got so sweet till it poured out like syrup. What she became addicted to? She was also addicted to, what's that accent? What's that monosodium glutamate? When my mother made her transition, I went in her drawer. My mama had a big old plastic bag of crystallized MSG. My mother had us so addicted to MSG that I would go to a restaurant. If I knew they did not put accent or MSG on their food, I'd take a little plastic bag and sprinkle it on my food myself. That's addiction, yes. Huh?
I just want to add something really quick. Just so everyone knows, like the processed food in the vegan space, right? Like we have all of these brands that are popping up in our stores. So if you're wanting to have a substitute chicken or burger or pork or whatever, all of those brands are widely accessible now in our stores. And they're not all bad for you, right? Like, so not all the Beyond Burgers, Impossible Burgers, it's not all horrible. You might not be able to read all the ingredients on the back of it, but if you start Googling what the ingredients are, it might be salt, it's just the scientific name for them. I'm not telling you all to rush out and buy those products, but we do have to start thinking about what is actual processed food. Everything that we ingest nowadays, from the fruits and vegetables to the grains that we cook, everything is processed. So when we're trying to eat an unprocessed diet, we would have to grow our own food because everything in this country now is processed. So when you're going to the grocery store, maybe you are somebody who's transitioning or you're wanting to pull in some things that are more like mock meat, there are those brands out there in your local supermarkets that you can grab that do not have a lot of additives in them, like your Beyond Meat. There's a new product called Meati, M-E-A-T-I, and it's 98% mushroom. It's made of the mycelium, but it tastes like a chicken breast, it tastes like a steak, and it's just all about the science in the food technology space. So there are a lot of these cleaner products that are coming out that are whole food, plant-based. But I think when you go shopping, you really have to do just a little bit more research with your phone out, looking at the back of the packaging, and just seeing like, what are these products? Like if I can't pronounce it, what is it? And just do a quick Google. And sometimes you're gonna find like, oh, that's just flavoring, that's from, you know, beets. Sometimes you find that like these words that are really big are actually things that are fine to have and aren't something crazy. It's just a scientific name for them. So I would encourage you guys to just like do a little bit more looking at some of those packaged products that we get in the vegan space now.
It's hard to be a vegan on the go, because I have a special needs child and I'm a survivor, so I'm like, I don't have time for all that.
Well, what I do at Stuff I Eat, we pretty much are 95%, I say organic. If we prefer organic than anything else. In terms of burgers, we decided that we were going to make our own, so I make mine out of walnuts. And it's a big seller. Now, the reason processed food, as far as I am concerned, I don't use a lot of boxes and cans and all that kind of stuff in the restaurant. Most of the food is fresh fruits, vegetables, whole food, yes, okay? But you do have to pay attention to the processed food consumption. If it's outside of some greens or some, you understand what I'm saying? You better do what he said, flip it over and look at what you're eating. Know what you're eating. Because there was a time we didn't have all this processed stuff, period. My mama said her chicken, before they would kill a chicken to eat, they would feed it not Pepto-Bismol, the other one. There was some kind of something to clean it out for about 30, huh? It wasn't milk of magnesia, it was something else. But anyway, but that they would cleanse this chicken before they slaughtered it for us to eat. Because that's what they were into. But now, yes, there's a lot of chemicals out there that they're using in animal flesh and in the processed food. So he's right. At least know what the words mean. That's all I'm saying to you. Do you? Yes.
I just want to know, I always read the labels, and I'm seeing a new thing. It says contains bioengineered.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I'm
another
seeing that
one.
too.
What do you look at?
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
doesn't
That's,
say what it is.
isn't that genetically modified
Another way
food?
to say GMO.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's
So,
just-
but
it's not organic,
Is it
yeah.
the salt? Is it the sugar? Is it the vanilla?
I don't know what it is. I don't eat that.
Yeah, I don't buy anything that says
No,
that.
I
but
don't.
I'm thinking,
But most people would overlook it. Those little crackers, I did a post one time, and it was about them little Cheez-Its, you know, they've been around for years. They got that. This food contains,
I
and
was looking for, it was so crazy. I was looking for ice cream cone thing.
uh-huh.
And no ice cream cone. All the ice cream cones contain that. So we just put the ice cream in a bowl.
Do you guys have health food? This Sacramento, y'all got health food stores.
Yes.
Do you shop at health food stores? Now Whole Foods ain't necessarily a health food store. They have health food options.
We have farmers markets too, all over.
But I'm talking about a place where she could actually go and find an ice cream cone that doesn't have all of that in it.
Co-op.
Okay.
And Sprouts has one too.
Really?
I found one, no
Okay.
sugar added, sweet with monk fruit.
Well, I don't do it. I'm just kind of coming back to that to be more friendly about the food, because before I was quite a fanatic and I thought everybody was crazy because they weren't doing what made sense to them. But yeah.
But she didn't get a chance.
Oh, yeah, well, now it's a couple of things, but I was gonna make a comment as well, but I wanted to piggyback off of what, Andrew was saying. How did you get over your addiction? Like, how would you, to like the sugar?
I didn't say I was over it.
Okay, and I think.
It hey, ain't no need in me lying. I replaced it with agave. It's just a kinder, gentler sugar, but it's still sugar. Yeah, if I ain't got nothing else sweet, I done took that bottle and squirted that shit. You know what? There are just certain things I don't ingest anymore because I choose not to be so mucused up. I rarely get sick. I mean, if I might have a little cold and it lasts 24 hours and it's out. So sugar is a challenge. It's not good for us, any of it, even agave. You understand? It's not.
I was gonna say
I'm sorry.
as well. I just wanted to make the comment. I'm hearing a lot because I'm into holistic health, and I'm starting my business with promoting holistic health. And I'm inspired and amazed that so many people that mentioned they changed their lifestyle at 50. They change their lifestyle at this age, 40. You know, so it's never too late.
No.
And I think that is just amazing.
No.
Yes.
No. The human body will respond to the love you give it at any age.
Well, I really want to thank you for being here.
Well, you are beautiful.
I'm going to be seeing you on Sunday. I'm coming to have lunch.
Really?
In your restaurant.
Fabulous. I'll
All right.
do
I
that.
wanted to get that out before you flew
Okay.
up to the airport. I'm coming.
Okay.
But what I'm really concerned because right now I'm in the transition in my life. I'm getting ready to go into the Peace Corps, and I'm going through all of my medical records, right? And so what has frightened me about it is people would say I'm pre-diabetic and this A1C thing. And I can go back to about 10 years in length and nobody ever had tested me for my A1C.
Everybody pre-diabetic now. They all
Yeah,
they say that to everybody.
It's really interesting because, like, they say the point of, anything sticks in my butt. And so I think sometimes, we don't ask the right questions. I never asked about check my A1C. But when the government got through with me, I asked it every day. But I'm saying, but it's really important to know your numbers about things and be able to monitor. So I'm wondering, in coming, I can't say I'm a vegan. I can't say I'm a vegetarian. But I'm down on not eating meat.
Okay.
Pretty much. But I'm hoping that this year of being away in the Eastern Caribbean, it'll knock it out. I won't have it.
You still have to know what you're eating and what it does to you when you eat it. That's very important.
I really appreciate your saying that. because
Definitely.
We don't do enough monitoring.
I don't have a primary care physician, so I'm not getting all those levels and numbers checked. I go by the way that I feel. I don't necessarily trust the medical field. Maybe if it's an emergency or something like that, but they don't know enough for me. Doctors never learned jack. And what they do is they sell drugs that have major side effects. So you have to know about you before they come telling you anything. What triggers diabetes, since they want to talk about pre-diabetics? But what triggers diabetes, and what are you doing that could trigger that and clean that up?
I got you.
You understand?
I do, I get you. I got you.
Okay, so, I buy vegetables from the store, and what I'll do sometimes is, like greens, I'll cut the stem off, put it in some water, and it just turns into mush, like black mush. What
Yeah,
are
it
we
sure
eating?
does. It just sogs out, doesn't it?
What greens?
Just, I buy greens sometimes, and I'll cut the stem off, put them in
Non-organic
some
ones?
water. I've tried all of them, and they don't have roots. They used to, maybe 4 years ago, turn into roots. Not anymore.
Yeah.
So they just turn black and mushy, so I don't know what that is.
Organic, huh?
Some,
Even organic ones?
some.
What about a carrot? Have you done that to a carrot top?
No.
Cause I was about to say if the carrots do it, we in trouble. I don't know, sweetheart. I can, Chris, you know, I have.
What they're spraying on.
Yes, probably what the crap that they're spraying on our food. That's why they say you try to do organic, but you gotta wash that stuff. They have methods by which you have to rinse everything, because everything is sprayed with poison.
You still wanna wash it.
But you still gotta wash and, yes.
And we have to come together and actually sue the government.
Hey y'all, hold on a sec.
Yeah, hold on, because still.
Can you speak to the primary care discussion? So in other words, when you transition to vegan, so I have a primary physician, and as you noted, when you're sitting there and you're speaking to them, they're trying to give you a drug, and you say, no, I don't want that. So in your journey, how did that conversation, at what point when you're just like, you know what, I'm out, I don't need you anymore?
You know what's really strange? Let's see, I've been in the hospital, I've had several surgeries, so I've had doctors giving me drugs and stuff like that. But I've never really sat down with a primary care physician and had the discussion that I was transitioning to a vegan or plant-based lifestyle. I never did that. What I did was did what I wanted to do after I learned on my own, and just put it into practice.
Okay.
And I transitioned at age 40. And that's been, what, 33 years ago. I've never looked back in 33 years, and I have not had a doctor, not a primary care physician. Now, I suffer with the effects of I've had carpal tunnel, trigger thumb, carpal tunnel, trigger finger. Now I have trigger finger, carpal tunnel, because I overuse my hands. I guess overuse. Now I will see a doctor. I have seen doctors for that, to have the different surgeries. I'm suffering with it again, the effects of carpal tunnel again, but once again, it's on me. If I continue doing what I'm doing every day in that kitchen, instead of hiring myself somebody to come in and assist me, I have nobody to blame but myself. My mother, when she transitioned, she had no feelings in her hands. She could put her hands in hot boiling grease and wouldn't even know. That is where I am headed, not practicing self-care. You understand? I'm not running 100%. So I have my areas that I need work too. I need my hands. Can you imagine existing without the feeling in your hands? What I've been thinking, how am I gonna put my makeup on? So no, I just, it's not that I take anything away from doctors, but I know that they're limited. And I also know that they're paid by the people that don't have my best interest. They get so much kickback, you know. Anybody else? This has been great, yes. What's that?
Magnesium lotion, look, I got it in my bag.
You want it, you gonna give it to me? It's for the carpal tunnel? Yeah. Lord have mercy. You think it'll help this tingle in these three fingers here? Oh, baby, just let, ooh. Ooh, yes.
When you start on your healing journey, did you start with the emotional healing first or the physical
You know,
healing, or did it just kind of come together?
it all came together, but I'm gonna tell you what I actually did. I went into a spiritual center called City of Angels. Back in, let's see, I had another husband. I had 4 of them. There was another one. Thank you, boo. But and when I heard this brother speaking, I knew I was home. I knew I was where I needed to be. And basically what he talked about was love. period. That's what he talked about. He didn't talk about getting on my knees, begging God for nothing. He talked about being grateful 100% of the time. That's the biggest prayer. Thank you. Thank you. You ain't got to bet. If you claim that the intelligence knows it all, you ain't got to beg the intelligence for nothing. You already got everything you need. All you got to do is say thank you.
Yes.
Stay with the attitude of what? Gratitude. Period. So yeah, that's what I did. Then I started going to Agape Spiritual Center. Y'all hip to Reverend Michael Beckwith? Yeah, Reverend Michael Sharp, right? But when I went into this first church, it was Reverend Dr. O.C. Smith. And Reverend Dr. Yeah, God didn't make little green apples. Reverend Dr. O.C. Smith, I don't care if you had a 3rd grade education or 2 doctorates. He spoke to you, and you would understand what he was saying. Now, you know, Dr. Beckwith, he be sounding like a scientist sometimes. You be like, what that word mean? But Dr. O.C. spoke to everybody, and he spoke to the heart, and he spoke about the fact that we are mere expressions of that which created all of this. So when we share what we learn, we're merely doing it, the service for it, period. We are, you know what I mean? Anyway, yes. You're so cute too. I just been girl, I was gonna wear a dress that same color we was gonna be, but then Chris said it was gonna rain, so I had to put the black on. But we still hooked up anyway.
Okay, so starting a vegan restaurant, what were the challenges?
Woo!
And how did you get people to come?
Oh my God.
I am a vegan chef as well.
Girl, let me tell you. Girl, let me Do you know in Inglewood, when I opened them doors, do you know how many people I had to chase down and say, come back here and get a free taco? They would come in and look at that menu. They was like, you ain't got no chicken. You ain't got no fish. And I have given away so much food. But guess what? It was worth it. Because I would go and get them, come in here, let me treat you to a taco. They'd sit down, eat the taco, and be like, okay, and wind up buying a meal. But understand, in that business, especially if you're gonna open a restaurant, you are never done. You're never finished. Please.
So she built a little bit off of when they were at Agape.
Yes.
They started almost like a food truck.
Right.
Outside of Agape after service, and kind of built a business.
Right. And then, and it was like walking down the street on my way to Jamaica, walking down the street and the doors to the restaurant was open. We went inside, talked to the guy, and he was like, nah, I'm gonna turn this into a Nike shoe store. We get back from Jamaica, he's left us messages, and we've been there ever since. Wow. We're going through a gentrification in the Inglewood area. I don't know if you guys understand that right now. Inglewood is changing, and no, it's not, honey. Inglewood is something totally different. So we don't even know. Right now, we cannot extend the lease. Nobody on the block can extend their leases if they want it. So we don't know if we're going to be able to stay there after 2028. That's when the Olympics, I think, come to town, 2028. So they're trying to have everything built. They got brand new trains. Baby, they bought a Target to Inglewood. Okay, they bought a Target to Inglewood. So you know, if a Whole Foods show up, you might as well. And wait a minute. And you know when white folks is up early in the morning with the baby, the dog, and they walking or jogging, shit, they back! Where they back? I'm like, it is dusk. What are you doing? And they looking at me like, what you doing over here? Anyway.
And lastly, I just want to say I was probably going to get my juice therapy certification.
Please, the Juice Guru, you got it? I love it. I'm gonna tell Steve, and then you gotta give me your name so I can tell him. They are the most authentic people. They're wonderful, wonderful. She's talking about she got her juicing certificate through the Juice Guru program. Yes. And these people are no joke. The Juice Gurus, it's Steve and Julie. They're a husband and wife team. They're like my family. I love them. So congratulations. You can do amazing stuff with that certificate. Yeah, yeah. Good for you. Are you going to open a storefront?
I want to. I'm building on it right now.
Well, build on it. Make sure you know what everything costs. We went in there like your typical little Negroes from the east side. Look, how much that taco ought to cost? Well, let's charge them such and such. That ought to be enough. That is not the way you price your food. That ought to be enough. Let's see, the rice costs such and such. That is not the way you price your food. Don't do that. And don't go in there by yourself. And don't go in there with somebody that try to be bossier than you. That's Lil Rondo. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's my husband, Lil Rondo. You see what? Lil Rondo.
My last comment, do you practice yoga?
Yes, I do. Yes, that's very important.
Yeah, just like my hot
Yoga.
Stretch. Based on my do hot yoga.
Yeah, good. Don't you love the hot?
Yes, I love it. But
Yeah.
people aren't open to it. So how do you, my challenges right now is getting people open to the idea to try something different. And that goes with the vegan food, doing yoga, just embracing
You
a
know what?
holistic
Be your authentic self.
Yes.
And those people that are supposed to be there will be there.
Yeah.
We're all on a different time zone, right? We all come around when we come around. So make sure you're authentic. That's very important. Look at that little mama. Okay, she's before you. Yes. All right, Miss Gardner.
But I just want to say that you are totally, authentically.
Yeah.
Angel's beauty from the inside out.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much for doing what you
Thank you.
have to love to us.
Yes.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
And I've been with African Americans with Balanced Health in and out for years. And at 62, getting ready to turn 63, it is time for me to stop playing. So, do you have a book?
Y'all gonna laugh at me.
I told you to bring your book.
Look, I was supposed to bring one to give away, but I wound up giving it away in Jamaica. I'm sorry. But listen, y'all really about to crack up now. I did make a recipe book, because everybody, you gotta have a recipe book. I made a dessert recipe. It's called Cash In on Cashews. 50 plus desserts using the cashew nut. So I will make another book with more food stuff. It's on the Amazon. Fit for life. You got to get those. But that one, Cash In on Cashews, that's mine. I love it. It's a pretty book. And the lady that I told you about that wound up transitioning with, a lot of the photos were taken in her yard, so you'll be able to check some of that out.
Is that marble, cake, whatever that is?
The what? It's all kind of stuff in there, girl.
No, but that one I got, the marble.
No, it's no cooked desserts. They're all raw.
That was cooked.
I don't know. Was it like a cheesecake?
You had the cheesecake.
But then I also had a cake?
Yeah.
But that was cooked.
Okay.
It must have been.
It was good.
Okay. What did you want to ask me, baby?
Good afternoon. I was just wondering, what advice would you give to someone who's trying to get someone to transition to a vegan lifestyle?
You're trying to get somebody else to transition?
My mother, she's very much like your mother. She is, just slowly deteriorating. She turns 63 in about 3 weeks, and she's been a nurse for as long as I've been alive. And we're a family of immigrants, so eating meat is just a very, very big thing in our family, but it's literally killing our people. So I'm just wondering, what advice would you have for me? I'm trying to get.
Sometimes you can't. help nobody do nothing on this journey that they don't want to do. My mama looked at me and said, I want you to understand this. Don't you think I ain't gonna never have me no more chicken? I was like, I understand. Because her journey ain't my journey. And you may not ever get your mama to do anything different. You understand?
Can I beg
You
back on
just
that?
be the example for you and take care of you. And give thanks to her for carrying you for 9 months and laying down having you. That is such a blessing to you. She's given you everything. Now her journey ain't got nothing to do with you. She may not ever do that as long as you do it.
Yes.
Be the change you want to see.
Okay. The money trust is
Oh, yeah, what about herbal supplements and,
I don't do a lot. I love sea moss. I absolutely love sea moss. Now I will take that, and what I usually do is get the gel and I'll put it in salad dressings, juices. I'll just add it to stuff to make sure that I'm getting a dose of sea moss. I do love it. We're taking the Orlo right now, which is the omega-3, and it's vegan. So we are taking that right now. Yeah, it's algae based. Orlo. I don't do a whole bunch of supplements. I'm just not the supplement girl.
You juice.
I juice, and I don't know. I just don't take a whole bunch of supplements. So I'm not the greatest person to ask about supplements. Yes. Hey, the artist.
I've been talking to my nieces and nephews, and we've been having conversations around what Dr. Bobby Price has shared and Yacht Camp. And this is relationship-wise. So if you are looking for a man and he is not eating the right foods or vice versa, if you should date that man or that woman, because they said that the food is causing, their energy level to be on a low vibration. So then when you're, in a relationship with that man or that woman, is causing your vibration to go low. So these are the conversations.
Child. Child, I've been married 4 times, okay? I have a vegan right now. He got me going.
Right.
But sometimes I want to put him in an ant-hole. And I'm not lying to y'all. No, seriously. Personalities are personalities. Don't have nothing to do with what you ingesting most of the time. And there are couples that live beautiful existence. One eat this way, one eat that way. So I'm not the person to actually say whether the vibration is this or that. You got to know that y'all jive other than what y'all ingesting. And it ain't just about sex either. Love ain't just sex. Sex is sex. And so I'm not the one on that. I know that people can have a beautiful relationship. Everybody is at a different space in their human journey. And who's to point fingers at somebody else and act like you're here and somebody else is down here? I don't think that's fair. We all learn at the time that we're going to learn it. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you can't embrace another spirit. They're still expressions of the whole.
They can help you grow.
They can help you grow. Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah, so. Anybody else?
Right here, sis.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you so much for
Can
coming
I just
here.
say your complexion is
Yes.
fire? Oh my God.
I'm looking at you like. But
look at her beautiful face.
I just wanted to beg you back because I was in the military, did all these things, and I, like Asali, am on a holistic transition with a 22-month-old. So it is hard for me to just quit the meat. So one thing with your mom is halal food. You want to introduce her to, because a lot of studies show that immigrants that are coming here, it's not the meat per se, it's what America is putting in the meat.
That's it.
So if you can introduce her to the halal foods, the organic meats, get that for her, so she can see the difference in the tasting of it, and then gradually get her there. And then there are also, we wanna connect with you, Be Love Holistic, so groups like Be Love Holistic, like the host here, they're doing classes for us too. It costs a little money, but it's worth that, that initial into yourself, you know, that sacrifice financially, so you can, if you need your hand held. And I need my hand held, so that's why I'm here, that's why we're here. So, and I have, I'm from Arkansas. So, you know, the mindset that you're dealing with, that's what so when my family comes here, I tell them, bring your swimsuit. We're gonna go to a water aerobics class together. They don't have a choice, but they do, but they really don't, cause that's what they're doing, right? And then they go back home. Now my aunt knows how to, she's obese, right? But she now knows how to swim. I still don't know how to swim, but she took it back home and it's spreading with the rest of her elderly family members. So doing it with one member will help that one member also spread it to the rest of your family. But it's a gradual thing, one step and one family member and friend at a time that you love.
This is nice, y'all. What y'all think?
One more quick question. Do you have any food substitutes offhand, like applesauce instead of oil, or 4 chia seeds for eggs, like in cooking, just everyday substitutes that you find that are, I mean, just a couple.
I might as well be honest. I love me some coconut oil. I still use olive oil. And Chef Chris told me to put a little bit of that vinegar in my regular cakes when I make cakes. But no, I don't go hard like that. I don't use a lot of salt. I mostly season with Bragg's liquid amino because the sodium is lower than regular salt. I use mostly organic everything. I try to, but I still do oil. I still do oil, yes. Sure do. And when y'all see me shining, it's because I got coconut oil everywhere. I remember when I first discovered coconut oil all over the place. I had a friend, he rest in peace, he used to call me Shiny. Yeah, I do. And that's not to say that that works for every single person, but I'm still on it. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your love for creating food, making food for other people?
I ain't say I had no love for that. I did not tell you that. No, let me just explain. When I met the little man and he took me up on that mountain and gave me that first meal, and then we just started living together and hanging out with them. We was married 2 years later, and then we just started cooking this food at home, and I said, people would probably like this. He the one taught me how to cook a lot of stuff. So look, no, ain't no need in me lying. I would be lying if I said, honey, I just love to cook. Ask him. When we do our little videos together, I'm going over Chef Chris's, and he done come up with the recipe. I be like, this good? How you come up with this? I am not the cook. I don't even hold a knife right today. If a real chef see me with a knife, they be like, child, you gonna cut your finger off. I have a restaurant. It's been successful because of our dedication and the fact that we wanted to bring this kind of food to the community. I ain't no real damn good cook, okay? Look. No. What I cook is good, okay? But I stick with that. Yeah. People be like, oh, Chef the best. I be like, y'all call me Chef Babette because I got a restaurant. Y'all can call me Cook Babette. Ain't no need of me lying. Now that baby that cooked that food today, you call her chef.
Yeah.
I ain't making them meatballs. I'm not, no, I'll make some casseroles. Them casseroles easy. Y'all can get away with, you make them casseroles? Child, just especially if you put cheese on it for black folks. Ooh, this casserole good. They don't even know what's in it. A whole bunch of cheese. You good to go. Nah, boo, I ain't her.
But it sure is good. Where everything is.
Thank you, baby. Yes.
Hi, do you have any advice for like hot flashes?
Girl, let me tell you, when I went through that. Okay, so I was flying at the time. I was a flight attendant at the time. And I can remember, I was in my 50s. I can remember every takeoff and every landing. You know how you feel them coming on? They do like this. You don't know nothing about that. But they do like this. Don't they? They roll up and you be like, one coming, one coming, one coming. Every takeoff and landing, I had a hot flash. If I drink alcohol, I don't drink a lot of booze and stuff like that, I had a hot flash. If I ate anything that remind you of refined sugar, I had a hot flash. If I ate cooked food, I had a hot flash. Now, I didn't lay in bed at night and have them flashes, but this is the way I summed it up. The human body, after you reach a certain age, you're not as active. Most of the time, we've gotten pretty lazy in our society, so we're not burning crap off like we should and sweating the way that we should be. Alcohol ain't good for humans. Hot flash. Cooked food, that's death. Hot flash. Sugar ain't no good for you. Hot flash. Now, the takeoff and landing, I don't know why the hell that happened. The only thing I can think is that the body is burning off whatever I don't need, and that's why the temperature rises. Be careful what you ingest. Try to be as clean as possible with your diet, especially going through this. Mine lasted, it was very short. It was on and I was done, really. It was so short, you know, I don't know. But I do know anytime I put something in my system that I shouldn't have been putting in my system, I had a hot flash.
And caffeine, if you're a coffee drinker, is known to get hot flashes.
And I didn't, the only time I went through it was for the second, and somebody thanks to a presentation said soy.
Yeah.
And the minute I cut out the soy,
it stopped.
It stopped.
Yeah, so you have to pay attention to what triggers and try to be as clean as possible. Yeah. Somebody else, yes.
Black cocoa. My question is that, do you see it in the future, especially where America is going with the food, with the sickness and the disease? Vegan food is gonna be part of the, it's like where I'm from, vegan food is part of our society.
Introduce yourself.
I'm sure most people know. My name is Yon Tades, the owner of Queen Shiva Restaurant.
Woo!
Most of my customers are really vegan and vegetarian. I always tell people the reason why I'm still there because of my vegetarian and vegan customers. But I see people, the demand of it, but I don't see any growth of restaurants or
You talking about vegan restaurants?
Yeah. They are?
No, it's a lot of, they're popping up all over the place. But let me tell you what else is growing. The number of meat eaters. That's growing too. And that's just the way that it is. And that is why we're in such a horrible, horrible place right now, because we cannot continue to feed everybody cows. It's just killing, it's overheating the planet, and that's fact. And we're just making some dreadful mistakes. That's why I just said, watch that documentary, Eating Our Way to Extinction. Please watch it. And it's not that I'm giving up. I don't give up on anything. I'm just practical and honest. It's where we are. We have too many people that like animal flesh, period. And they will fight you over it. They will call you a little nigger over there.
I didn't have a question, I just had a comment. I went to Inglewood last month, September. I was coming from the Beyonce concert, but I knew that you had a restaurant in Inglewood, so I made a point to go there.
Did you come?
Yes.
Did I see you?
You were not there. You
I
were already
wasn't.
left for the morning. After the morning, but I just appreciate how authentic you are for being in that setting. I mean, when we rolled up, my husband was like, wait a minute.
I know.
Where are you
In the hood, what?
There's a lot going on around, like different groups of black folks, but I love that you are giving black folks exposure to something healthy and something holistic, and just thank you for being your authentic self.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is your workout routine?
Whew. You know, I so appreciate being able to move and be where I am physically. I do give thanks for that. So I'm constantly moving, and believe it or not, I love outdoor workouts more than anything. But I'm in the gym right now, and I have to have a trainer. I don't motivate me the way that I should. Like, I'll do a few, but I'm not gonna do as much as that trainer's gonna have me do. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I do it 5 days a week. I guess what's really important to me is being able to get in the bathtub and out at 95 years old. You know, white folks done created the what's that little necklace you wear? Now listen, that's not to put down Life Alert, because some people need Life Alert. But God knows I do not want to wear that necklace. So it motivates me. I'm doing everything I can to keep that core strength up. I do an 8-minute plank. I was lying when I went on Tamara. I had stopped doing the 8-minute plank, and I was glad that the whole segment was just 8 minutes.
She couldn't challenge you to do it.
I said, Lord, how long is the segment? But some said, you better get back to that 8-minute plank just in case somebody asks you to get down there and do it for 8 minutes. But that's very important. Core strength is important to me because the only person that I can truly depend on is me. Ain't nobody gonna get up and go to the gym for me, work out for me. Ain't nobody getting ready to do none of that stuff for me. And they ain't gonna do it for y'all either. You gotta do it for you. And no excuses. So working out is a big part of my lifestyle.
Yes.
It will always be. And please, like I said, don't get out and just start doing stupid stuff and hurting yourself, because you will hurt yourself. You just move. It just takes movement. You know, we sit way too much. You know? Damn, this was cool. Yes, I haven't heard from you all day, boo-boo.
I'm a little bit late. It's great to be here. I've been struggling with my skin. I heard recently, and I know you mentioned makeup, so I was wondering how do you clean your face and moisturize your skin? I know some big people use aloe vera gel, I just heard.
You know, I suffer with melasma. And I got it going to Jamaica and feeling like I'm a sister, I don't need no sunscreen. I am the sun. I've been burned up. I was burned up one too many times to the point where my skin would get thick and to the touch it would hurt. And then eventually somebody looked at me without makeup and said, "You got freckles?" And I was like, "I ain't got no freckles." And it started darkening. The skin began to get uneven tone. And that was negligence on my part and ignorance on my part. I should have been using something on my skin. So since I didn't, if you're gonna take a picture with me, I prefer to have a more even tone. So I get my spray gun out in the morning. It look better. That's why I wear makeup. And that's also for anybody that may have judgment of people that wear makeup. You don't know why they need it. So don't judge. Do you? But I do cleanse at night, and I have to do that for both my mouth and my face. And I am right now using a product that they call it. It's on TV, and it's for melasma specifically. What's the name of this stuff? Muesli. It's chemicals. But I hate the uneven tone, so I didn't care. Can you lighten this, please?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I do keep it clean. I don't have a problem cleansing and that sort of thing. But that is about the only chemical that I'm using on my skin right now, and it's to brighten the darker spots.
You just use like a face wash?
I just normally use a face wash that does not burn my eyes, because I do use eye makeup, and I've got mascara on, and I got to get this stuff off. So I use one that's gentle to the eyes, that doesn't burn the eyes. But girl, they got so many really great products right now, natural products, and you look like all you need is just cleansing method, and you good to go. You ain't spotted, are you?
I mean, I'm like a little bit uneven, but.
You don't look uneven to me. I know, I'm
We've been
spotted.
friends for over 15 years. She's always looks great. Don't mind.
Okay, so, no, well, see, if you don't have that uneven tone, just keep it clean and hydrated. I think you're good, you know? Yeah. So now y'all know everything about me, Lord.
Okay. Okay, is there any more questions before we
Yes.
close? Yeah.
Oh, okay, here it goes.
Y'all ready?
All right.
What is she?
Stuff I eat, if you don't want meat. Try the stuff I eat, 114 North Market Street in Inglewood, California. Yeah.
I love it.
And that's another thing. I don't meet no strangers. I don't meet no strangers. If the vibe is right, we good to go.
Yes.
If you're standoffish and strange, I know how to keep it moving.
That's right.
Other than that, I just love all of us. Yeah, love all of us. You know what I used to do? People come in the restaurant, I used to jump up in the chair and sing the Star Spangled Banner. And my daughter and them used to be like, why you singing that song? That song is not for us. Can you sing the Black National Anthem? I'd be like, I didn't learn that. I grew up in the 50s. They taught me the Star Spangled Banner. And it was a good belting song, yes?
Yeah.
Woo, you just, woo. So now I can't do that no more. Because the black folks done said, that is not our song. When the man that wrote the song did not write it for us.
Right.
So I'm going to have to learn the Black National Anthem, and maybe one time y'all come to the restaurant, I'll jump up in the chair and sing that. But I will sing the stuff I eat. Come on, y'all can sing on this. Come on. Yeah, come. Stuff I eat, if you don't want me. And you pause there. Try the stuff I eat, 114 North Market Street in where? Inglewood, California. Anyway, I'm stuck.
Okay, while she's loving everybody up in the audience, there's
buy my t-shirt.
The final question, yeah.
I ain't got but how many left?
Only a couple.
Only
A
couple.
couple, yeah.
I'm
Which sizes? Which sizes? They're left.
We have small, medium, and large ones.
Small, medium, and large.
Thanks, y'all. Love you.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Love the outfit.
Hold on. Hold on. We're closing. Hold on. I know. Okay, Chef Babette will leave around 4:30 or 4:45 to catch a plane. This will be the time to, if there's any community events and that you want people to know about, if you have an event in your community or businesses that you want to announce, please do. Since we're closing a little early, maybe we can take pictures. We can take pictures with her while she's, before I run her to the airport, okay? Huh? Yes. Yeah, we're Roxy. I think I lost control. Okay. Okay. Okay, you want to call her out? Community announcement. Come on, Roxy. Don't take my place. I'm right here.
Dr. Tia. Dr. Tia Harrison. Can we get your attention, please? I have your attention.
Hey, listen up.
Just give a few more minutes, please. Because there's some people that have realistic businesses that we should know about in the community.
Yes.
Okay, and vegan chefs, we should know about. Yes, so let's just wait a second, please, and let's just, okay, so go ahead and announce your business.
Okay, thank you. Peace, family.
Peace.
My name is Dr. Tia. I am the founder and owner of Be Love Holistic. It is my family. I'm here. This is home for me. So just for those of you who may not know me, Be Love Holistic is specifically for Black women who are in search of just healing and on that journey to holistic health. So I have a bunch of my sisters that are a part of the group or a part of the movement. We have monthly events. Oh, push that. We have monthly holistic health events. So we've done plant parties. We do capoeira. What'd you say?
Horseback riding.
We've gone horseback riding. I mean, we just do everything that focuses on Black women in our healing, whatever that looks like.
How can we find you?
You can find me at beloveholistic.com. I'm all over social media as Be Love Holistic. I have some brochures as well. We also do work with Black women who've experienced pregnancy loss or early infant death or are struggling with challenges with fertility. So we have a group that meets every Wednesday and Sunday. We got a lot of those sisters in the building right now. So thank you for allowing me the space to talk about what I do. If you're interested in a brochure, if you know somebody who may be interested, sis, I need to connect with you because we need your chef experience. We do everything holistic, food, wellness. I'm also a fitness enthusiast, so when she was up here doing her push-ups. So yeah, everything we do is fitness is incorporated. Okay. So any questions, please let me know.
Yeah, is there another person, because we're gonna move quick, I don't know if it is people. Then they can talk to you after.
Yes,
afterwards.
I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have Yes, it's.
Okay. I can do mine really quick.
Oh, you got it.
Peace and blessings. My name is Isali Rahotep, and I'm a nurse health coach. And I have just started my business, I Affirm HolisticHealth.com, where, thank you. and I am enthusiastic about spreading the knowledge of holistic health, and I break it down to a very basic form so we can understand and get to the knowledge of how we can really improve our health and meet you where you're at, you know. So I also do one-on-one nurse health coaching coming up soon, but right now my main purpose is to spread the knowledge, so speaking at different events and really just meeting you where you're at. I know sometimes it's hard to make that change. I just made that decision and I'm changing. Well, I break it down on how we can do baby steps to get to better holistic health inside and out, head to toe.
Okay, I want to make a quick announcement too, and I thank you all for coming. This has just been wonderful. Thank you, Chef, for that. The announcement is about Florence Square, the space we're occupying now, and it's really about true freedom is not only health, but it's economic freedom. Am I right? Economic freedom. And other cultures turn their dollars over several times in their own community before taking it out. So I'm here to just remind you all and ask you all, when you get your paychecks, a lot of people work for the state, might get it once a month. Don't let the first place you go to is Target, Walmart, and Macy's. Right. Can you bring the first pennies of yours to this place? Once a week, at least once a month. There's 25 retailers here, businesses, including CMOS, the home of CMOS, is Nubian Family Beauty Supply and wellness products. So please bring your dollars here first. Even don't go to Geek Squad. There's Nelson to Computer Tech Endeavors. He works on your phone, your computers, whatever you make an appointment. There's so much here. So clothing. So if they don't have it, you let them know what you want and it will come here, okay? So please bring your dollars here first. If you can't find what you need, then you got permission to go to Walmart, Target. I'm serious. For real. We got all we need.
Is there any businesses that need to be announced before we close it down and adjourn? So we can take our pictures. Sure, I'm gonna get my picture.
I need my pen. Let me get it.
Okay, I guess not. Okay.
I did too. Change your pose.
Yeah.
Got you. I got 4.
Baba the money? Oh. The mic the mic doesn't work.
I am Artisan Jewelry by Tisha. I am Artisan Jewelry by Tisha. I have a boutique in here inside of Florence Square. I am in Suite 117. I have handmade jewelry that I make. I have jewelry on. There's a few other people in here that have my items on over here. The cameraman, Sister Tia Harrison.
And where's your store?
I'm in Suite 117.
In the front.
And on the other side, by the museum, right by the museum. And then we have other few business members, business owners in here. That's inside of here.
So take a picture for the website.
Hi, my name is Bridget. I have a beautiful place where you can go back to your roots and be a royal. So it's next to to the museum. It's 118 Carmen Bieguino. Welcome. Oh, the House of Royals, sorry. The House of Royals. So you can dress as a king or as a queen from Africa. Please come and try. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Roshumba, and I just want to let you know, if you don't know, I have my own YouTube page documenting our story. So those in the community here, I've documented many. I've documented and did Black History in Ghana, where they sang the African American, African American song, you know, that lift every voice. And then I sang theirs. So we're connecting the dots across the sea. My show has been, March will be 2 years. I have about 58 videos. And I have great people. There's a particular lady in Africa that I'm not even gonna talk about her, but go to it and watch it.
How will we find it?
It's called Let's Talk and Grow with Miss Rushumba. Let's Talk and Grow with Miss Rushumba. Because we're who we're waiting for. Ain't nobody gonna come and do it for us.
All right, thank you. Hi everyone. So I was just gonna talk about what we're doing on Broadway International Festival November 4. We also have vendor availability and sponsors. So I would love for you, everybody, to come and join us on November 4. It's kids friendly. Please bring the kids and the grandkids, so we can actually bring them together so they get to know each other at least once a year. So if you need to connect with me, Queen Shiva, you can also get the flyer from me. You can take a picture of it if you want to get involved. So please, let's come together, celebrate music, food, culture, who we are as people, but we really need to come together every time to celebrate who we are. So please come by and support the Broadway International Festival November 4. Yes, please. If you need any information, please, I'm here, so reach out to me. Thank you, everyone.
Peace, everyone. Sister Faith, Sabrina mentioned Nubian Family Beauty Supply. We're here in Suite 135, but we're more than a beauty supply store. We have imported goods from Africa. We have a health and wellness section, and of course the beauty supplies. So we tend to more natural hair care styles. So not styles, but products. So you can find those there. But we also have the aftermarket every first and third Saturday of the month. Every first and third Saturday here at Florence Square. So if you are a crafter, if you bake pies, if you cook plant-based food, or cook food, and we're really looking for plant-based food because there's not a lot of food out there that we can eat, so we can't really shop or spend our money with vendors. So we're looking for more plant-based food, vegan food, anything that you have to showcase your creativity to the community. Please let us know. You can always come to Suite 135 for an application, or go to yoursacamp.com. That's Y-O-U-R SAC, SACAMP.com for more information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Audrey, and what I do is better. I offer homeschool consulting services. I homeschool 3 adults. They're currently graduates from Stanford, and I homeschool them, and I was offering that service. She is there. Good.
My name is Bonnie Bay, and I would like to invite you to Celebration Arts Theater to see A Raisin in the Sun. It starts